Dear fellow Toastmasters and honorable guests, I would like you to imagine that you have in front of you a big, juicy watermelon. You desire to eat this watermelon. How? And many questions come to your mind. How I will eat this watermelon? I may cut it to pieces. And am I going to eat it all or just a piece of it? Am I going to extract the seeds? Too many questions. And now imagine that this watermelon is life. We have to live our lives. And how do we live our lives? By making decisions, of course. And now another question comes to mind. How am I making decisions? And what kind of decisions am I going to make? Dear fellow Toastmasters, life is about making decisions. Decisions are the way we tied up and organize our life. We don't know how we will end up or when is the destined time for us to die, but this does not prevent us from making short-term plans like what I'm going to do tomorrow, or setting long-term goals like I want to study economics after finishing school, or I would like to travel to Italy next year. I want to make a family. For me, it was not always granted what I would like to do. For example, I knew as a school student that I would like to study and successfully enter in a university. But although this functioned as an incentive to study hard, to be diligent for many years, when I have successfully entered university, I was completely disorientated because I have never thought of the next steps. And so, what are you doing at this point of your life? This is the moment you need a stroke, you need a life slap in order to realize what you're going to do next. So one teacher from school suggested that I visit a Toastmasters club. And I have to admit that I was in two minds about this. I was the one to make the decision if I want to try something new and go out of my comfort zone, or stay limited in what I have been used to. Maybe out of curiosity or because of my desire to try something new, I surrendered to the option of visiting the club. And since then, I'm a Toastmaster. I became member of Hellenic Toastmasters Club, and after 1.5 years, I accepted the challenge to see how an English-speaking club is. So for the last 1.5 years, I'm also member of Glyfada Toastmasters Club, and I'm dealing with my difficulty in speaking in English, which is not I'm not a native speaker. And I think that after 1.5 years, I feel so confident expressing myself in English, and that was a strong reason to make a mobility this semester I'm currently studying from January here at Glasgow of Scotland, at the University of Glasgow, and I have to say that I completely appreciate my independence and my student life. I'm satisfied and full in terms of education, personal and social life, traveling, sightseeing, fun. And of course, I practice my English every day, and I see the improvement in myself. But my point, dear fellow Toastmasters, is that if we do not make life-changing decisions, decisions that may be a big step, something we have not been used to, we do not genuinely grow. It is an illusion to believe that by repeating the same good practices for a long time, by being good at what you are used to be good, this is evolution and this is improvement. No, this is just being compatible with good practices. The real value in growing is thinking, finding know-hows in differentiating things and looking for alternatives. So we have to think over questions like what I can do differently, what I'm going to do next, which is the next step. And I would like to conclude this speech with my favorite quote. If you do not look where you want to go, you will end up where you look at. So take the initiative and make life-changing decisions. Thank you.